Yo, what is up guys, Swissmycheese here with Star Wars Battlefront tips and tricks on the Xbox One. Alright, so as you can see here, the first thing I'm going to have you know is you've got to know your character, because if you don't know your character, you're not going to know how they work. Like a lot of people do as I'm doing here, and taking Emperor Palpatine and running straight into battle, and look how well that worked out for me. Emperor Palpatine just doesn't have the health to face out front like that. He's the type of dude where you want to hide back and camp a little bit, shock people as they walk through the doors, and if there's a bunch of them, use the RB or LB attack, whichever one it is, the chain lightning, and get multiple at once, but you can't take him into battle. He's defensive, not offensive. Alright, so tip number 2, pay attention to your surroundings. As you see, there's a player here who could assist me, but he's going to run under here, so you got to know that you're going into the battle alone. You got to be able to look out for your enemies, like watching your map here. As you can see, there's an enemy near. Can you see where he's at? I'll show you, right there. You see the red glow from the lightsaber. That's how you can tell where they're at. And then surroundings is, you know he's up there, so sometimes there's a window up there, and I look to check and there's not. There's a window that's broken sometimes, but you know he's in here, so I prepare my weapon here, charge it up, bring it in, shoot him. I missed because I couldn't see through the smoke, and I see him there, so I throw, and I know the door's going to close, and I know when he's going to come, because I know the door is going to open. So again, pay attention to what's going on. Alright, so this one and the next one are going to be a little bit more in depth, and this one is use weapons to your advantage. As you can see here, I'm using a little bit of the next one, which is going to be paying attention to the maps, but right now we're on the weapons. As you see, I'm hiding here in this little hole using my force and my lightsaber throw to hide. As you see, they throw the smokes and they try to cover me, so I use lock on using right stick and smacking them, and I get both of them. And then he tries to hit me, so I try to force choke him and miss. And he's going to hide behind that, and I'm going to throw my saber at him where he can't hit me. And if I just keep running back and forth here, they're not going to be able to get me. They keep trying to smoke me so I can't see, but it's not going to work. As you see, I just hide here, and I wait, and I stick to the long-range attacks since they're usually one hits. As you saw, I saw him behind there, locked on, threw my saber, just keeps hitting him over and over and over. You got to use all of the things. You got to use one, wait for it to recharge, use the next one, chill, just see it through another saber. Works a lot better than just running around slicing. You just got to use all of your powers to your advantage. Now I would use the little Y button, but it's a little bit not that great against soldiers. You got to use that against another lightsaber dueler, such as the only one there is, Luke Skywalker. As you saw, I went all the way around the map using the map and then my saber, and then I ran back in, and I hid. They came in, so I ran a little bit more, used my saber, threw it at them, long range, boom. All my weapons, using them evenly, all of them, every single one, to my advantage. Tip 3, part 2, you gotta take advantage of your weapons for your foot soldier as well as the hero. So, this is gonna take part with tip number 4, and we'll get into that in a minute, but you gotta be able to take the weapons into battle that you know how to use and that are good against the enemies. Like here, I can't remember what I have on Y, but I have my thermal grenade on my LB, and on my RB I got a charge rifle. And you can take that rifle and charge it up, and it does 100 damage. I'll show that up on screen at full charge. The heroes don't have 100 health. I know that their meteor goes up to 100, but that's not the actual value. That's just a percentage of what they have left. So you take this, and it does a lot of damage against the enemy. You got to be able to get a good hit on them. As you can see here, I've got the little plasma rifle, charge rifle, plasma beam, I don't know what you call it, but I'm going to show you a little trick that I do a lot. And it helps you so you don't have to regenerate your weapon if you accidentally charge it. So here I've got it charged up, and then I tap Y so that it goes back into my inventory, and then I don't have to end up using it all the way. And as you see here, you can charge it up shortly and blast it, and it's pretty effective. So I'm going to follow him and shoot him up. As you see, it did quite a bit of damage, so that's going to end up killing him. And here we've got another shot where if you think you can hit it, you should try, but right there is a little risky because he was really close to the obscurity in the way the TIE fighter, and I ended up hitting him by the very tip of his hairs, so I got lucky there, and I did a lot of damage to him because I had it at full charge and it hit him, but if it was more close to the head or the body, it would have done a lot more. But here I'm chasing him down, and as you see, I'm gonna throw this grenade. It's gonna distract him. I'm gonna blow him up, and then last charge beam, and it just destroys them. So it's really effective against the heroes. So go ahead and try those out. Like I said, just use all your weapons to your advantages. Alright, so like the past tip, this one links in with another one, and this one links in with the one before it. And this one is know your maps and use it to your advantage, because just like your weapons, your advantage is your advantage, and that's what you want to have to be better than the other players to get more points and score. So as you see here, I'm using a charge rifle, and I take out Han Solo from a long distance, steal someone else's kill, whatever. I did a lot of damage. So now, I'm Princess Leia. Notice how there's 3 options I have. I have a shield, a little healing power, and whatever the shooting one is. I'm not a big fan of the shooting one, but the shield and the health are really good. So as you see, Leia's got a long range, and I've got 2 sides of cover and a roof above me that I can use. So I can shoot these players across the walkway, down the, whatever that thing is called, the aisle, the trench, whatever, the canyon. Shoot through the canyon, they're throwing grenades, I'm healing down here. So as you see, I'm going back over here, and now there's like 4 different sides where they can get me, and I use my shield to protect me from the orbital strike, and so that works. But they try to get me from everywhere, and it doesn't work because I've got a shield. So just watch and see how I use all of my different tools to my advantage with my area, and just take a look at it and notice the things that I do, and try to use those when you try to play. So I'll let you watch this clip.
Never surrender! Lucky shot! I know somebody can use this! You won't get a second chance at that! Don't underestimate us! Still standing, unfortunately for you.
Now, as you saw there, I got completely wrecked when I tried to face all those guys that were up on top of the hill, and it didn't really end up working out for me. And the best way to get around that is to either run or camp in your shield, and in my position, running or camping in the shield wouldn't have really helped, but I did the best that I could, and that's what I got out of it. But another thing to do with learning your maps and knowing them is knowing where things like the hero health and the little power-ups can spawn, where you can pick up items and such. So things like the hero health. If you can camp by the hero health, you can wait for the hero to show up after everyone's doled down his health, and the player will run for it. So you're waiting there, you've got your charge rifle ready, charged up, and you see him coming on your mini-map, of course. You charge it up, and then boom, when he shows up, you hit him, take out that last 10 health, however much they've got, because if they're running for it, it's probably because they're low on health or they're an idiot. Either way, you're going to end up taking them out. So you got to learn where those are. And part of tip 3 was know where your items are. So like the rocket launchers and stuff, you can use those to your advantage because they do a lot of damage if you can hit something with it. And I got a couple clips I'll show you here where I'm using the rocket launcher wrong and right. I think you'll be able to tell the difference. Here are those. I'll show you those right now.